Coach, how would you describe your team's play here tonight?
Well, we weren't ready to play at the start, and that's on me. I mean, that's, they come out and shoot us 9-1. The first shift, they're competitive players. Bennett's line, and we turned it over. It didn't look like we want to stick our nose in there. We take a penalty. It's in the back of the net, and to me, and then it took us probably to about the 9-minute mark of the first till we got real competitive, and then 5-on-5 we were fine. Obviously, we couldn't kill a penalty tonight.
Did the team look nervous to start the game?
No, I just think we didn't come out ready to play hard enough. They put it in, they went after us, they pinched the walls, they hit us, and that's as competitive as a team as there is, and we talked about that, and we weren't ready when the game started.
Challenged the second goal, believing it was offside. The NHL Situation Room said it was onside. Who was right?
I mean, that's not. I mean, we get the calls from the back, and these things sometimes, you find out a week later or whatever if you're right or wrong. Obviously, our guys thought that it was offside.
Did your team show a lack of maturity tonight when it got?
Yeah, that's fair. I just thought at 3-0. We came out with some really good shifts. We were aggressive. We were, in the game. Lots of game left, and then we take a 5-minute major, and that takes you right out of the game.
Is that frustration boiling over?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why. Things happen in the game. You can't go take penalties to get back what things happen. They gave them a 4-minute penalty. Score on your power play. That's your enforcer in today's world. You take a 5-minute major and then you're completely out of sorts. Then we took another penalty. That's certainly not the way that we want to play.
You say the team didn't come out ready. What's the explanation for that when you said 2 days of solid practices?
Again, I'll take blame for that. That's me. I have to put the right lineup out there to start the game. And we talked about being ready right from the get-go. They're going to be on their toes. They lost 2 in a row, and there is no excuse.
When you talked to Gord earlier today, you made the mention that this was a good time for your team to play against the Florida Panthers. What's your reaction then when you see the way your team showed up tonight?
It's a hard game because 5-on-5, we did, outside of that first 8 or 9 minutes, we were battling hard. Then they're a really good defensive team. Second period we were in there. We get scored on a penalty. We challenge it. They score right away, and there's their 3. So was it 5-on-5 play? I don't know. We'll have to look at it, but I thought our compete level went up, and then obviously, the third period is not at all the way we want to play or act.
What was the special teams there, as you mentioned? So what were you seeing from power play tonight? They did come at some times where we thought there was a window open to get back in the game.
They're real aggressive, and we just didn't make the plays. They're real aggressive. We knew that. You have to make 2 good plays, and you get a good chance. And we didn't make the plays. That was our chance. Shots were 9-1. We got a power play. We had a chance to make a couple plays and score and settle it down, and we didn't. And at the end of the day, their power play's 3 for 3. And in the NHL, if you don't kill penalties, you're going to lose. Most nights, and then you're trailing the game. But again, the third period, you still have so much clock left, and as a group, you can't self-implode like that and start taking penalties and do those things. You're not going to win. There's so much clock. As we've seen, we ended up with 4-on-3, and a game could change in 2 seconds. And definitely, we got to be smarter in that.
Through your mind when you see things dissolving like that, when there is, as you say, clock left as a coach? What goes through your mind when you see that?
Well, you just, as the head coach, you realize you're throwing away an opportunity that you have to just keep playing. And I don't know what went on between periods, where we came out, I thought, ready, and then that final whatever it was after we took the 5-minute major, you don't give yourself a chance to win, and you can't play like that in the NHL.
Did you get an explanation from the officials, Coach, on why?
Yeah, they said that, he had the puck, he let it off his stick. It's like a tag up. So, I mean, the league will tell us. I mean, that's...
The 10-game misconduct, or 10-minute misconducts all at once. Have you ever seen that? Did
No.
the officials
No.
explain that?
No.
Why?
No, but I mean, there was scrum after scrum. I mean, people don't come to watch that.
Is that them losing control or them trying to take
No, that's the
control?
refs trying to take control and just, enough of the shenanigans and get everyone out of here.
This was maybe a measuring stick game. So now that the game is done, how do you view your team up against a kind of a perennial playoff team?
Well, what you saw tonight, you just got to be blatantly honest. What you have to see tonight is they came out after losing 2 with a complete mindset to put it in and pinch us off, give us nothing, and try and outwork us. And they jumped on us right away. I thought we had some real good battle back from a lot of guys. When you look at it that way, I thought, it wasn't for lack of effort. I thought guys, dug in to try and get back in the game. But when you give up 3 power play goals, you have no chance.
You said you were told to challenge that play. Did you have a chance to look at it yourself? Because it sure looked offside.
It does, but again, there's guys that make these calls, and the league makes these calls that look at thousands and thousands. No head coach in the league or assistant coach in the league makes these calls. We get radioed down to make the call or not to make the call. And, it looks offside to me, by the rules, but it is what it is. They counted it a goal, they score on the next one, the game's over.
Claude Coach just finished saying that he didn't think the team was prepared to start this hockey game. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, they came out heavier than us. They won more battles, and first 10 minutes it was all them, and they came out hard, and we didn't. That's bottom line.
After 2 practices, what leads to that kind of a start?
It's a good question. We thought we had some good practices. We thought we were prepared. We just came out flat, and that just can't happen. So we need to figure it out and figure it out quick.
As the game got into the third, did this team show their lack of maturity with how things unraveled?
I mean, yeah, it's 3-0, and I don't know how much time left, and we're still in the game, and I mean, we've done it this year, fought back in the third. The whole game was kind of a bizarre game, a lot of emotions, and it's not a good taste right now.
Claude, how would you describe the power play tonight from your end?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't good. We just got to be better.
Claude, what was going through your mind in the third period when you saw things just dissolving on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, more than half the team was out of the game, so it's I want to win hockey games. We need to I don't know. It's really tough to say right now because a lot of things happened tonight, and it's frustrating because we know we can be better. We know we can. We'll definitely need to figure this out.
What kind of things do you say to the team after a game like this as a leader to just reset?
Well, that's one thing we're going to have to talk about. Either it's tonight or tomorrow, cool down and figure it out, because if we want to win hockey games, we need to be way better in this.
Is there a concern with 15 games coming in December that you guys are still trying to find the level as a team where you want to be at?
Yeah, it's definitely not the record that we expected. I think it's we need to find a way to be more consistent. We have some good games, we have some good periods, but it's the good teams find a way to play a full game. So right now we're not doing that, and they came out hard, and I feel like the second half of that first period we battled back and we started playing our game, and and then a lot of stuff happened after.
A lot was made that this was a bit of a measuring stick game for this team. So if you look at it from that perspective, what does that say about the group?
Yeah, we definitely failed tonight, but saying that, sometimes the the best way to learn is to fail really big. So, you know, we could lose 3-2 and not learn from it, but, you know, we lose the way we did tonight. We have to learn from it. So, you know, we're gonna stick together here. There's no doubt. We're gonna come out and play hard on Friday. I think our next game is, and you know, we're gonna stick together no matter what here. So I'm not worried about that.
The start of tonight's hockey game laid the groundwork for what was to come.
They came out buzzing. They played fast, and I thought we played a solid second half of that first period. But yeah, it just got to give credit where credit was due. They played fast, and they stuck to the game plan and played really solid tonight.
How did things get out of hand?
I mean, I don't know the exact play. I just think, you know, for us, there's times where we, you know, stick up for one another, and that's something to be proud of, and speaks a lot about the guys in the room that we got each other's backs, and yeah, no matter what the situation, we're gonna we care about each other. We care about winning. We care about, you know, doing things the right way, and when there's an opportunity to have somebody's back, there's guys always there for them.
Did you let emotions get the best of you at times, though?
I mean, I don't think it's bad to play with emotion. I think, you know, when this group plays with emotion, we're a tough team to beat, and I think we rely on our emotion and shows that we care. Shows that we care about what we're doing here and about the guy next to us.
DJ Smith said twice that it was on him to not get you guys prepared. So after 2 days of practice, do you agree with that? Like, why didn't you guys come out then with more?
Yeah, I mean, their first shift, they came out buzzing. We didn't really have an answer for that, and then of course we took a penalty and then they scored in the power play. So it's just kind of tough to. But as time goes on, we need to do a better job of putting that behind us and focus on the next shift and just grinding it out and just getting to our game a little bit quicker. But I mean, it's not just one person; it's just our whole group. We just need to be better, and yeah, there's always lessons to be learned in each game, and I still have all faith in what we're doing here. I have faith in our group and our support staff, and I know we're going to turn the ship around here, and yeah, it doesn't help that we play every 3 days, it seems like. So now that we're going to get to the grind of things, this is when our team plays our best.
How do you learn from that breakdown, though, in the third period, where there's still enough time to come back and not allow that to kind of dissolve again?
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. There's definitely times there. I know, for me, my penalty there is a bad penalty, and you know, we had a crucial power play and to get us back in the game. So yeah, stupid penalty by me, and you know, there's a lessons to be learned there.
Did your brother manage?
Was that third period frustration boiling over?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, down 3-0, you want to just. I mean, you got to play loose and just make plays because you got to come back to win the game. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess, yeah, emotions ran high, but guys stuck up for one another, and I think that's what's good about our group is the closeness, and we always have each other's back.
What is the thoughts for you when you see Zach McEwen go after your brother?
It's a business. It's of course I love him. You know, every other game I hope he has the best game of his life, and whenever we play each other, it's all about winning. So what happens in the game, it's, you know, all that personal, family stuff gets put to the side, and just whatever it takes to win. And of course, Mac was sticking up for Corpy and or whatever kind of happened there, but you know, I always have my teammates' backs and yeah, but the family stuff is put aside for the game.
Did he manage to get under guys' skins tonight, though?
I wouldn't say it was just him. I think just the group. I don't know if it was sending a message, but we're never going to get pushed around. We're never going to let anybody on their team take advantage of, or across the league, anybody take advantage of anybody on our team. So we're always going to have each other's back. That's kind of core value of our team, that we're always there for one another.
It's kind of exceptional to have the situation at the end of the game with almost everybody get a 10-minute misconduct. What was the mood like in the dressing room when the team's still out there, but half the team's almost in here.
Of course, you're sitting back there watching to the very end, and yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I appreciate those guys coming in to support me there. You know, it's of course you don't really have to do that, but it says a lot about those guys that got my back in that situation.